Okay, so this here is been really hot lately, and set up a swamp cooler on the Emmett's Place shed. Now this swamp cooler was given to us, and it was from, I think it was cooling 1,000 or 2,000 square foot home, and the shed is only 300 if you count both stories, so much smaller size. So it didn't need anywhere near the amount of airflow that was originally coming with it. So I've done a couple of modifications. Oh, and when I originally tried to start this with my small solar setup and smaller inverter, the inverter couldn't quite start it. I did manage to get it started, and the inverter would run it. It was a 1500 watt inverter, it would run it, but it was drawing about 800 watts. So I've done a couple of modifications to make it suitable for an off-grid setup, and I'm sorry because the video is probably going to go really bumpy, but first modification I'm going to have, and this is still being worked on, but I've got a water storage and I've got a pump at the bottom here. That green hose is the overflow drain, so I'll be pumping from the bottom. That'll allow me to do a bit of experimentation with different levels of actual water pump. But the biggest thing is up here. The biggest change I made was simply changing the pulley on that motor. So the pulley was originally much larger, and it put way more air into that little cabin than what was needed. So by changing to a much smaller pulley on that motor, I reduced the gearing, and now this, there's two settings inside, but I can get this swamp cooler running on 180 watts. Actually, to be fair, that's the 180 watts is just for the fan. The water pump for the actual swamp cooler is a little bit more, but this is a nice fan for inside this little cabin, and I can run it very easily. And I've just about got the water set up. Had a little bit pumping in there, but I've got to put this screen on. I just wanted to document that before I closed everything up.